The Milwaukee Bucks completed a huge blockbuster trade out of nowhere, trading for seven-time All-Star Damian Lillard. Giannis's offseason message about winning another championship, even if it's not with the Bucks, was well received by John Horst and company. Now Giannis will have an excellent chance of winning another championship and then some, now that he's paired with Damian Lillard. The Bucks have an unstoppable duo in the making, and one that on paper is the best one in the entire NBA. Now, they just have to go out and prove it. What's going on, everyone? It's Luca here, back with another video. In this one, I'm going to be telling you why the Bucks are about to go nuclear. If you guys can be solid, hit a like on the video. It helps it a ton. And please subscribe to the channel for more Bucks content just like this. The Milwaukee Bucks surprisingly won the Damian Lillard sweepstakes. They received Damian Lillard, while the Blazers received Jrue Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, Kamara, the Bucks' 2029 first-round pick unprotected, swap rights on the Bucks' 2028 and 2030 picks, while the Suns received Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson. Lillard is someone who can provide the Bucks with tremendous spacing thanks to his long-range shooting ability. While his career mark of 37.2% from long range isn't necessarily elite on paper, he's consistently had to take difficult shots because of the team around him. Now he'll be joining Giannis Antetokounmpo, who will demand so much attention in the paint that he's regularly going to draw double and even triple teams on drives. That means Lillard and Chris Middleton are going to feast on open looks for a dynamic Bucks squad that'll be tough to stop this season. Lillard wanted to be in Miami and made it known, but in the end, the Bucks stepped up and made the trade themselves. But hey, Lillard made it known just last year that he wanted to play with Giannis when a fan asked him this question on then Twitter, now X. If you ever want to pick a player that would help you get into the playoffs, finals maybe, who would you pick only in the present time? And lo and behold, Damian Lillard said Giannis. Here's the Bucks starting lineup after the Lillard trade. Damian Lillard, Pat Connaughton, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Brook Lopez. Of course, this is subject to change. And here are their key reserves: Robin Lopez, Beauchamp, Malik Beasley, Jay Crowder, Goran Dragic, and Bobby Portis. That's a very compelling team. Lillard is coming off a season in which he averaged 32.2 points per game for the Trailblazers. He is, of course, a 7-time All-NBA selection, and Lillard also had a 71-point game this past season against Houston, becoming the 7th player in NBA history to score more than 70 points in a game. That's who the Bucks are getting. Lillard won an Olympic gold medal alongside new teammate Chris Middleton, and he will now look to win an NBA championship alongside Giannis Antetokounmpo, which would be Lillard's first of his NBA career. Now, going back to the dynamic duo of Lillard and Giannis, Antetokounmpo and Lillard will be the first pair of teammates in NBA history who both averaged 30-plus points and 5-plus assists the previous season. Lillard has the most makes from 30-plus feet from the basket since entering the league, while Antetokounmpo has the most makes from within 5 feet since entering the league. The Bucks have everything covered when it comes to this offense. Last year, Milwaukee was a wrecking ball on defense, but comparatively, they weren't as good on offense when they needed to be. The Bucks averaged 22 points in the fourth quarter of their first round disappointment against the Heat. Lillard is a proven player in crunch time who will single-handedly carry the Bucks when they need him to. He's the closer that this Bucks team has long desired. Lillard is a downgrade defensively from Holiday, but he's a massive upgrade offensively. And Milwaukee still has the defenders around Lillard to make up for that lost defense of shipping away Jrue Holiday. You got Antetokounmpo and Brook Lopez at the rim, and then you have a lot of solid perimeter options to help the Bucks on that end. Stephen A. Smith called the Giannis and Dame duo lethal. The duo is in fact lethal, and this duo of Giannis and Dame is an absolute dream scenario. I mean, Giannis is a force of nature who can draw double teams and triple teams at will, and he's going to create for Lillard to get open shots within the arc or beyond it. Dame is a crunch time performer and a reliable option to have the ball in his hands when it matters the most, and this duo's offensive capabilities could be something that we've never seen before, and they can surely establish an unstoppable two-man game. Now, the last time the Bucks suffered a horrendous early playoff exit was back in 2020. They responded by trading for Jrue Holiday, which of course helped the Bucks get over the top and win the title in 2021. After suffering another embarrassing early playoff loss against the Heat, the Bucks have now traded for Damian Lillard. Will history repeat itself once again? Will the Bucks win another championship, and will Lillard win his first? The Bucks are, of course, the favorites to win the NBA title, and rightfully so. They are going to cause havoc in the NBA. In the East, the Bucks have to deal with the Celtics, and you can never count out the Miami Heat, but the Bucks look poised to return to the NBA Finals. This team is going to be so fun to watch this season, and I do think the Bucks are going to be as advertised. And when you look at how the Bucks are going to match up, I mean, good luck trying to stop this team, because there's going to be so much focus on Giannis. Now you got another 30-plus point scorer in Dame that you got to worry about. Oh, and by the way, they still have a third option, and he's pretty darn good as well, Chris Middleton. So the Bucks have established a formidable big three. They have a lethal duo, and this team still has depth. You look at the key reserves, you look at their potential starting lineup. There is a lot of good depth on this team, so I don't think the Bucks are going to be thin in that regard. And then in terms of their defense, yes, they did lose the pillar of their defense in Drew Holiday, but there's still guys who are going to commit on that end. So I really like the Bucks after this move, and it's crazy how they were able to orchestrate this, because while all the talk was on Miami, Toronto about Damian Lillard, the Bucks seemingly went under the radar and made this move. And John Horst, he is a shooter. This guy knows when to make big moves, and I gotta give this Bucks front office a ton of credit, because you look at what they were able to get Damian Lillard for. This was an amazing trade, in my opinion. John Horst isn't playing around. He goes out. He's going to maximize Giannis's prime in Milwaukee, because there was no way John Horst was going to give Giannis even the chance of thinking about going to another team. He went out, he made this trade, and now Giannis ain't going anywhere for the next couple of years at the very least, because Dame is locked up. You got Giannis in his prime, Middleton, some of these other guys, Brook Lopez. I mean, this Bucks team, I can only imagine what they're going to translate to on the court. I'm excited to see this team play, as I'm sure everybody else is, and we have never quite seen the potential of a duo of Lillard and Giannis, two guys who are so good at their respective game, come together. And we'll see if it works for the Bucks wonderfully, because with this move, it's clear the Bucks are going for it, and anything short of a championship would be a disappointment. At least anything short of an NBA Finals appearance, you would think, especially after the Bucks got ousted, upset in the first round last season. We'll see how they respond. But Giannis and Dame, man, my goodness, this is a 2K scenario come to life. Bucks fans, how are you feeling after this one? Let me know how you think this team is going to fare, but I think this team is going to perform exceptionally well. And the Milwaukee Bucks, I mean, this team was a 1 seed last season, guys. And now you're adding in Damian Lillard, a huge upgrade at point guard. With all due respect to Drew, he did so many good things in Milwaukee. He helped this team get over the top and win a championship. But you're swapping out Drew and Grayson Allen and some picks for a Damian Lillard, a superstar top 75 player of all time. I mean, like I said, this team was a 1 seed last season, and you're getting that. That's just gonna unlock so much more for this team. So we will see how the Bucks fare, but clearly I am high on this team. Let me know how you see this team faring. Let me know your thoughts down below. Hit a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more. That is it for me. This is Lucas signing off. I will catch you all again in the next video.